day 10. Yes, day 10. Today is Monday. I'm getting ready to get breakfast and stuff and get everyone off onto the school bus. A couple of us are up and moving around already. But today, let's see, on Mondays I do all of my grocery shopping. So I've got that to do today, and I also do all of my YouTube filming for my regular videos. So actually the last few weeks here in December, I'm probably going to be doing a lot of filming just so I can get things done and in the hopper and ready to go, so that my 2 videos a week come out even during like the hubbub and the hustle when we actually do hit the holiday season there at the end of the month. So yeah, I have some filming to do, and then hopefully I can get down into my sewing room. I also have a Sew My Style pattern that I need to work on for this month, and then I am doing another pattern review for Athena Cuckoo this month. Although I think I'm waiting on fabric that is coming from Blackbird. Oh, my Blackbird fabric is supposed to arrive on Thursday. I got a notification. It has left Cincinnati, folks. And I should have it by Thursday. So I'm very excited about that, and I will show you guys that haul when it gets here. So that's all I have for now, and I will see you soon. Okay, today, day 10 of Advent. Oh boy, oh, we just had a horrible earthquake. Okay, so I'm sitting outside of Aldi's waiting for it to open. That mom. It is 7 minutes until time. So I just wanted to take this time. I hate just like sitting. I want to be productive. Also, the camera's down at an angle. This is not very flattering. She with the turtleneck on. But anyway, okay. So I have some thoughts about, this past... since I started the channel, I've been working on this little capsule wardrobe. It was 3 little mini capsules that worked together to make one big capsule, and I will have my reveal of the final of those 3, probably not this week, probably next week, because I need to finish up just a couple more things, and then filming those takes forever because I have to try on and twirl in so many different outfits. But yeah, the goal is to maybe film that this week so that you guys can see it next week. But anyway, I was kind of thinking for next year, so the first of the year, doing a little something different. So I bought, when were they released? Last month, the 4 new Megan Nielsen patterns. And let's see, it's a pair of jeans. It is a sweatshirt / top. It's a dress and top combo, and then a skirt. So I was wondering if you guys would be interested in me doing, she has a whole bunch of variations for each of her patterns. I love that she does that. But maybe just doing a series on those 4 patterns, and then just sewing up different variations of each pattern. So maybe making 3 or 4 of each pattern over the course of, like, I don't know, kind of like this past little mini capsule over the course of 3 months or whatever, a couple months. Maybe just a couple, because a lot of that's knit and I can sew that up pretty quickly. But anyway, if that might be interesting, just so kind of showing how you can take a pattern and different things that you can do to it to get the biggest bang for your buck. So let me know if that sounds like something that would be interesting, because I'm kind of playing around with that being my next, like, lookbook kind of, or plans video that you would see right at the first of the year, so you get cracking on that. And I'm going to go pastels, I think. I think we're going to do a pale gray, camel, baby pink, baby blue, maybe a little bit of green, but softer green for this next capsule, just because I'm wanting a change. And it'll be during my birthday month, which is February, and I love some pink pastels and stuff in my birthday month. Anyway, let me know what you think about that. Okay, so I have 5 minutes till the store opens, so I'm going to go ahead and get my cart so that I'm that lady that's waiting to burst in the doors as soon as they open. I hate grocery shopping, so the quicker I can do it and get home, the better. And I had to stop at 3 separate grocery stores today, which is so annoying. Because of my food allergies, there's like 3 things that I have to get at Whole Foods. I can't find them anywhere else. And then I go to Aldi's because I can get a lot of stuff that I can eat at Aldi's for really inexpensively. And I get a lot of our produce and stuff here at our Aldi's. And then I swing into Meijer because there's a couple of like brand name food items that my family really likes, just that brand of. So I'll go and finish up grocery shopping at Meijer after that. But I've got it down to a science. I mean, I'm usually home within an hour and 15 minutes, even with 3 stops, so wish me luck. Okay, so it's pretty nasty out, like really cloudy and foggy and stuff outside right now. This lighting, above lighting, is just really phenomenal as well. But anyway, it's made my living room really dark, and that's where I normally do all of my filming. So it looks like sun may try and peek out around 1 if I'm looking at the weather report. So I thought I would just wait until after lunch and then do a whole bunch of filming before the kids get off the bus. That still gives me 2.5 hours, which is plenty of time to get some filming done. So in the meantime, I'm going to work on the Sew My Style pattern for December, which is the Megan Nielsen Axel skirt, and that is a knit pencil skirt. So it shouldn't take very long at all to whip up. Anyway, I wanted to show you though real quick what it looks like, what my PDF patterns look like, how I do those. Okay, so like I've mentioned before, oops, sorry, hold on. Like I've mentioned before, I get all of my PDF patterns printed at pdfplotting.com. I'll leave a link to them again. So these are, yeah, I do the copy shop versions, which up until recently, Tilly and the Buttons just had PDFs that you could print at home or their printed patterns. And then they recently just released all of their patterns in Copy Shop, which was a game changer for me, and why I ordered a couple over the Black Friday sales, because I'd been waiting on that. Because I don't feel guilty about cutting into these. You know, if I have a printed pattern, I feel, you know, especially independent, really only independent pattern companies, if I've got their printed pattern, I will not cut into those. I will just trace them because they're expensive, and I don't want to mess anything up. Now, the big 4, because of their pattern sales, typically I don't mess stuff up, so it's worth the risk for me just to cut into those. But this way, it only costs $1, I think it's $1.27 to print 1 page. So this Megan Nielsen Axel skirt is 2 pages, and so that would be, oh geez, $2.54. Yes, $2.54 extra to print these out. Now, you do have to have, when you do PDF plotting, you have to print at least 7 pages when you print. So I usually stockpile a couple of patterns and try to print them at once. And shipping is $6.99, so it's $7, which is a little pricey. But again, if you add it all up, it's still cheaper, well, way cheaper than printing anything in a box store. And I think it still comes in cheaper than, or maybe right at buying the paper pattern. So anyway, this is what I do. This is what it looks like when they come to my door. They actually come to my door in a roll, rolled up. And then I lay them out and let them relax so they lie flat. And now I'm going to cut into it because I'm going to sew a pencil skirt today. I had another little public service announcement here. I just think a ton of these while I'm down here working. Okay, for the longest time, I would not buy fabric at Joann's. I just thought it was kind of not good quality. Yeah, you could get it for pretty good prices, like when they do sales, but I really steered clear of it. However, in the past couple of years, I will also say that I feel like Joann's catered their fabric more to like the fleece and the quilting world and less to the apparel, like maybe some for costumes and dance wear and that kind of stuff, but less to like everyday apparel. And I really feel like it's only been in the past couple of years that they've started carrying more like fabric that we as garment sewists would actually use. Anyway, I found this Ponte, and it is a rayon nylon lycra blend. So there's no polyester in this. I mean, there's nylon, but this is like the good stuff. This is the beefy, drapey, really good Ponte. I'm getting better. I used to be kind of a snob about polyester, but I'm finding polyesters have kind of come a long way too, and I will use some knits now with a little poly in it. But this is really good Ponte knit. And they had it in quite a few colors. And if you use any of if you have a Joann's anywhere near you, if you live here in the U.S., I think Joann's are only in the U.S., but go and see if they've got any heavy duty Ponte knit. You might have to dig for it because a lot of times I feel like things don't get put away the way they're supposed to, but this stuff is really good Ponte knit. And again, if you've got a coupon or shopping one of their sales, you can get a pretty good price for it. So that is my announcement for the day. I'm getting ready to cut out a camel colored Megan Nielsen axle skirt. I'm making version 3, which is the midi one with the big slit that you can wear either in the front or the back. So stay tuned. Okay, another little tip for a skirt that's going to take me literally no time to sew together. I have a lot of little tips here. Okay, so when serging thread, because you have to have 4 spools, and they're big spools, can get quite expensive to have something that matches all of your stuff. So the way I cheat that is I use gray, white, and black the most, but I use gray thread for almost everything. And the trick is on your furthest left needle, which in my case is my overlock needle 1, I will use thread that is the same color as the fabric. That way, if there's any stress on the seam, you only see that color thread. You won't see any of the other 3 threads because they're inside the garment. And that's how I cheat and get around with that. Also, when I'm cover stitching, I will just wrap, wind a bobbin with, where's my camera? The thread color. With the thread color right here. So that matches, it's the same thread that's on that spool. And I will pull off of the bobbin, so I can set that there for later. I'll pull off the bobbin for one of my cover stitch top threads and then off the spool. So then I only have to have 1 spool. I don't have to buy 2 spools of the same color. Although I do have some, 2 spools of the same color just because if I'm doing a lot with 1 color or whatever. But those are my tricks for getting around the least amount of thread as possible. Okay, this Vlogmas is making me feel like a little bit of an infomercial. Same brand as my knit stay tape. This is so Keezy, but this is their double-sided fusible stay tape. It's 1 inch wide. I use this for all of my knit hems. It is fantastic. So it's got papering on the back. This is the glue side. So you just iron it on to the edge. So this skirt has to be hemmed before you sew up the center seam because of this slit. So I'm going to just press this, down this little slit side. And then I'm actually going to miter my corners down here. I can show you how I do that too if you'd like. And then I'm going to press it all the way down the bottom of the hem and then again up the other side of the slit. And then I will peel the paper off, turn it over, and so it'll have a perfect 1 inch hem. This pattern actually calls for 1/2 inch hem, but I like 1 inch hems on my knit garments. I think they look a little fancier, a little nicer. So then I will turn it the 1 inch, which will be very easy because the tape is already cut at 1 inch. Actually, I think the way this is cut, I won't need to miter. And then, yeah. Anyway, sorry. And then I'll just turn it over, press it again, and it will keep it in place. So when I'm cover stitching, it's really easy to keep my line straight, and I'll make sure I get this raw edge covered with the back of the cover stitch, and it will look really good on the right side. So I can show you as I go along here with this. Okay, so now you can see I have this all glued down. So now I need to switch my serger over to cover stitch, which is a little annoying because I'll have to switch it right back to serging, so I can finish the front and the waistband of the skirt. But that's really how I mean, I couldn't see a way around doing the steps in this order, so oh well. It doesn't take that long. But yeah, that's my next step, and this skirt should be done in no time. Okay, everybody, I hope I'm gonna sign off for the evening. I am getting ready to make dinner, and then we're just gonna be doing some homework and calling it quits for the night. So I hope you enjoyed following me around for day 10 of Vlogmas. And I feel like I've been doing a lot of filming today, but a lot of it you won't see until later in the week because I was filming my normal videos. But yeah, I think we got some good stuff in there. So I hope you enjoyed today, and again, I will see you tomorrow. Bye.